The people running this country have been in bed with terrorists since 2004. There's one individual by the name of Debbie Wasserman Schultz, who at one time used to be the DNC chair, who is deeply in bed with an individual who had ties to Hezbollah, as well as Pakistan and the Pakistani military. Friends, I'm actually writing a book. I actually stopped writing this book for obvious reasons. If I published it, put it out there, it wouldn't go anywhere because of the nature of what it's about. And I know I'm probably freezing up a little bit here. I got to make some adjustments on the next stream. I can't stream at 720p. I'm learning that now. Okay. I apologize. I'm learning that now. Okay. Dig it. But anyway, I digress. I'm going to read to you part of my manuscript, the timeline of the IT scandal I'm pretty sure you never heard of. This is the scandal that started it all. This is the scandal that links everything together. Friends, this book right here has all my notes. All of it. Even, you see this? Unclassified? That's the unclassified phone conversation between Trump and the new president of Ukraine. This document is why Trump was impeached the first time. Page 3, paragraph 1. You read what it says. Crowd strike. See where it says right there? Crowd strike. I guess you have one of, or your wealthy people, the server. That's important information. Remember that. Dan Bongino once said, remember the names. Well, I'm telling you right now, not only do you want to remember the names, you want to remember the time, places, everything, all thing else. Page 3, paragraph 1. Crowd strike. Server. Ukraine has it. Rich people have it. Who he was referring to? Ihor Kolomoisky. But let's go into this timeline from my manuscript. Started in 2004, Imran Awan comes to Capitol Hill and begins working for Representative Robert Wexler, Democrat in Florida. Robert Wexler, I do believe, is still a member of Congress. I could be wrong on that. Okay. Imran Awan came here from Pakistan under the, I think it was refugees that was able to come here with his family under one of the Obama policies. That's how Imran Awan got here. He's a Pakistani by nature, or should I say by blood. But over here in 2005, Imran Awan begins working not only for Representative Robert Wexler, but he also works for Debbie Wasserman Schultz, Democrat, Florida. 2 representatives in Florida, 2004, 2005. Debbie Wasserman Schultz, again, was at one time the Democratic chairwoman of the DNC. Everything I'm telling you is on my website under important documents. Go to my cloud. I have the FBI file. I have the affidavits. I got the documentations. I got the news articles. I will share a few of them with you here. This is not bullshit. I'm telling y'all right now. You're not making this up. There are things I'm going to tell you. You're literally going to say, Johnny, you're full of shit. That didn't happen. There's no way. Johnny, no, Johnny, no, that didn't happen. Yes, it did. Everything I'm telling you is fact. Hands down, swears I'm sitting here behind this mic, looking at me over here on my stream elements, and it is turning red because I got to change my settings. But that's okay. We're good. I'm telling y'all now. You're not making this up. All right. I apologize if it freezes a little bit. I can't stop the stream and redo it and change anything. And I'm sorry for that. Let me see if I can actually make some settings changes here if it'll let me. No, it's not going to let me change anything. Ugh. Okay. So again, I apologize wholeheartedly. When I do the stream again, I'm going to change it to 480. I cannot do 720. I thought I could. Forgive me. It's not going to be as crisp as I like it. So again, forgive me. But let's continue. This is important stuff. 2005, Imran Awan's brother, Abid Awan, joins Imran working at Capitol Hill. This is important information. This cat, Abid Awan, is the Hunter Biden of this family. This guy's a screw up. Okay? This kid can't tell you squat from Cheyenne. I'm here to tell you that right now. This kid is literally an idiot. Not very bright. And you're going to see where I'm coming from here very shortly. Okay? Remember the name, Abid Awan. And if this turns red anymore, I might have to restart this stream, and I apologize in advance. So we'll talk in a minute. Okay? But let's continue with this information. In 2007, Imran Awan's wife, Hina Alavai, I believe it's pronounced, is added to the Capitol Hill payroll. So right now, we got Imran, Abid, and his wife, Hina, working for Capitol Hill, working for Democrats. Even Imran Awan's best friend joins the payroll. Abbas, his name is Abbas. Rayo Abbas. Remember what I told you a little while ago? That I was telling you things you would say like, no, Johnny, that's not possible. Well, you're about to hear it now. Rayo Abbas lost his job previously at McDonald's. Flipping burgies. Now he's working at Capitol Hill with Imran Awan. Now, the IT department that run each members of Congress, their pay, okay, is all part of a cost center. Every elected official can decide who he or she wants to employ for their IT services, okay? The IT professionals build their elected officials for services. So Imran Awan was billing Debbie Wishman Schultz and this other retard over here, Robert Wexler, for his services. So was his wife and his best friend, who now work for the Democrats at Capitol Hill. 2007. Who was president in 2007? Remember? Keep in mind. Okay? Imran Awan's wife, Hina Alavai, purchases a home for damn close to $500,000 in Lorton, Virginia in 2008. Isn't 2008 when we had a housing crisis? Or is that just a figment of my imagination? I remember housing crisis being back then. But also in 2008, same person, Hina, purchases a second home, same town, Lorton, Virginia. And Imran Awan puts the second home puts his home in Springfield, Virginia, in his father's name. These cats have 3 houses, man. 3 houses. In 4 years, they have 3 houses making damn close to, if not over, $500,000 a pop. How the hell is that possible? Because remember, again, the mortgage crisis of 2008. These cats are owning 3 houses. Starting to see a problem yet? Y'all ain't gonna believe this shit. Oh my God. July 30th, 2008. In response to the mortgage crisis of 2008, Congress passes a Housing and Economic Recovery Act, which provides $187.5 billion in government loans for Fannie and Freddie Mac and places them in conservatorship. Basically, they run the newly established Federal Housing Financial Agency. They run that. Okay. So I remember all this. You're just going to trigger your memory. You're going to remember some of these nightmares that happened back then and what this is going about. In 2008, Barack Obama won the election for his first term. So Imran Awan and his family was working for the Democrats in Congress under George W. Bush. That should be your first clue that there's a problem. I'm not a fan of Bush. Let's move on. Excuse me. After his election, January 2009, Obama is sworn in to be the president of the United States and quickly appoints Hillary Rodham Skank Clinton as Secretary of State in charge of foreign affairs. Oh, that was just a very bad decision on his part. Because I'm going to link her little candy ass into this bullshit too. Again, got my notes. 2009, FBI raised the offices of Dr. Ali A. Al-Attar for defrauding Medicare, Medicaid, and insurance companies by billing for non-existent medical procedures. Remember the names. This guy, Dr. Ali A. Al-Attar, was one of the Iraqi informants under the Bush administration, helping the CIA. So then he comes here and frauds Medicare and Medicaid. Again, remember the names. Same time, 2009, FBI searches for Dr. Abdul Fadel offices after he was suspected of submitting false claims to insurance companies using the names of Egyptian embassy employees. Federal investigators seized bank statements, computers, and patient files, but no criminal charges was ever brought against Fidel or his partners, Dr. Ali Al-Attar. Attar wasn't even named in the civil suit. — 2009, remember Abid Awan? You know, Imran Awan's brother? The Hunter Biden of the family, the screw-up? Yeah, here starts his downhill spiral. 2009, Congressional Credit Union, the credit union of the Congress, the Bank of Congress, okay? The Credit Union of Congress repossesses a car owned by Abid Awan. November 2009. The Awan family starts simultaneously managing a full-time car dealership in Virginia, with Abid Awan running day-to-day operations after contributing $250,000 in startup cash. It was called Cars International A, LLC, referred to as CIA in the FBI court documents. So in 2009, Abid Awan gets a brand new car repossessed by the bank, Congress's bank. He's working for Congress. This shithead is working for Democrats in Congress. And he gets his car repossessed because he ain't paying for it. But yet he can magically come up with $250,000 in startup cash to manage a full-time car dealership. How the hell is he going to run a full-time car dealership and work for Congress? Now, keep in mind, they got a job working for Congress, Democrats in Congress. No, not one time. No vetting. They were not vetted. Not one time were they vetted. No certifications. They had no certifications. No work experience. Nothing. Walking in the door making $150,000 a pop a year. That's virtually impossible in the computer field. You're not walking into the computer field making $150,000 a year with no certifications, no experience, no nothing. You're not doing it. It's not physically possible. It's not happening. These cats did it. Right off the top, they did it. Check this out. Late 2010. I always have a problem pronouncing these individuals' names, so please bear with me on this. Nasir Khattak, or Khattak, Khattak, one-time business partner of Amir Awan, states by this date, Imran was running the business in full control and instructed Abid not to speak to anyone. What wasn't Imran Awan working for Debbie Wishman Schultz and another Democrat in Congress? 2 Florida representatives? I believe so. But in 2010, late 2010, a business partner, he's running the full business of this car dealership full time. How is that possible? Yeah. September 2010. Cars International A. That sounds like a Canadian name. Cars International A. Seriously, it sounds like a Canadian name. Ran by Abid Awan, files for bankruptcy. Abid Awan has more than $1 million in debt. Business associates state in court documents that Abid has stolen money and vehicles from them. That's not good. That's not good at all. Two months later. It's November now, 2010. Maryland State Board of Physicians brings still more charges of unprofessional conduct in the practice of medicine and failure to cooperate in a lawful investigation on Dr. Ali Al-Attar. Again, remember the names. Especially this one. In 2011, Natalie Sova, a woman from the Ukraine. A woman from Ukraine. And Abid's wife becomes Theodore Dutch's Democrat Florida. That's 3 Democrats in Florida right now who has these people working for him. 3 Democrats in counting, including a woman from Ukraine. Ukraine. Isn't that the same country that Ihor Kolomoisky is from? I believe it is. Isn't that the same country that we gave $7 billion to that vanished like a fart in the wind? I believe it is. Let's continue. Soon after he employs Imran and Rayo Abbas, as well, Dutch also employs a full-time IT worker based out of his district office, which is rare. So basically, Theodore Dutch hires a woman from Ukraine, Abid's wife, the brother's wife, Abid Awan's wife, and then he employs Imran Awan and Rayo Abbas. Then turns around after hiring all these cats, he ain't getting anything done, goes out and hires his own IT worker based out of his own district office, which next to never happens. Timeout. Okay, so we have an IT guy here making money, right? Doing IT work for Congress, hanging out, doing his thing. My friends at Twitch and DLive, give me 30 seconds. I'm going to stop the stream, make a change, and come right back. Okay? So please, stick around. I got to make a change. I'm turning red too many times. Give me a chance. All right, I'm back. Waiting for DLive to come in. All right, I'm back. That should help out a little bit. All right, let's try that. Minor adjustments is always working. I apologize. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you so much for sticking around. All right. What I was saying was, you have an IT guy who's working for Democrats right now, bringing in his friends, bringing in his family, bringing in all these people, right? And they're supposed to be doing their job. Why would you be hiring your own IT people out of your district? Why would you do that? Huh. It doesn't happen. The fact that it did take place is a red flag that nobody wants to recognize. In 2012, a second mortgage was taken out of the house Anin Avali purchased, and it was taken out in the $470,000 original price. So they had to take out a second mortgage on this house. Same year, Abid Awan declares bankruptcy. Abid Awan manages to keep ownership of two houses while telling the bankruptcy court and creditors that he has no assets with which to pay them. He signs a sworn statement that he and his wife, Natalie Soba, which is, again, the Ukraine, he married a Ukrainian, are living apart and need separate residences. Debts and creditors go unpaid to the tune of $1 million in assets. $1 million they lost because of Abid Awan. What a joke this guy is. I'm telling y'all, remember the names. Remember the names. In 2012, Abid Awan is observed in Beirut, Lebanon. Lebanon, remember the doc? Remember Doc? Ali A. Al-Attar? Remember him? Who's now fled the country because he's getting hit with fraud charges for frauding Medicare and Medicaid. So he left the state, United U.S. He's hanging out abroad. Abid Awan, the Hunter Biden of the Awan family, was observed in Beirut, Lebanon, conversing with Dr. Ali A. Al-Attar. Wow. Imagine that. Oh, it gets better. It gets better. Look at this. An Iraqi political figure who is wanted by the United States authorities and has been linked to Hezbollah. Ali A. Al-Attar. An Iraqi political figure who is wanted by the United States authorities and has been linked to Hezbollah, a terrorist organization, a terrorist group. The Iranian-backed Middle Eastern terrorist outfit Hezbollah. This guy's a member of. He's been associated with and linked to. Abinawan receives a loan from Al-Attar for the amount of $100,000. Said to be for the Business Cars International A. Later in a sworn testimony, the one-time business partner, Khatteke, I can't pronounce the name, who operated and established car dealership next door to CIA, testifies that Abid Awan's dealership's financial books are a sham. So Abid Awan, who is the brother of Imran Awan, who is working for three Democrats, all out of Florida. One of them is the future Democrat chairwoman, Debbie Wichman Schultz. Has just taken a $100,000 loan from a doctor who is wanted in the U.S. for fraud and is tied to Hezbollah, a terrorist group. 2012. And not a damn thing was said about this? Let's pause here for a second. What else happened in 2012? Let's go back to my book here. Let's go back to my little notes that I'm putting together here. La da da dee, where did I find it? Where did I find it? Oh, yes. Again, remember the names. Hillary Clinton was making a deal with Iran with an individual by the name of Viktor Pinchuk. Same time frame this was happening. Viktor Pinchuk, who was also part of the Ukraine scandal. It's tight with Hillary Clinton. Same time frame. Okay? Same time frame. See my notes? Viktor Pinchuk was the fourth richest man in Ukraine under this gentleman by the name of Dmitry Akapakovich. God, I can't pronounce that name. But I wrote it down, and it's in the book. I had to say it down. I ain't got to say it. Dmitry is a co-founder of what? What? Dmitry. What is he the co-founder of? That's right. He is the co-founder of, y'all see that? CrowdStrike. Co-founder. Who said DNC server was hacked by Russia and gave it to a Ukrainian oligarch in 2016. You're going to see where I'm going. Twitch, DLive, you're going to see where I'm going because I ain't playing with these people. Viktor Pinchuk was also a member of the Atlantic Council with Irina Chalupa and George Soros. I got all of this on my website, y'all. Viktor Pinchuk also met up with a Mr. Vickelberg through Hillary Clinton, willing to bank on their high-profile dealings. Vickelsberg is a Russian oligarch. Same time frame. Newsweek has seen declarations and documents from Ukraine that shows a series of shipments from an inter-pipeline to Iran in 2011, 2012, which breaks the United States sanctions on Iran prohibited, but Hillary Clinton approved of it. What else happened around 2011, 2012? Around the same time, Abid Awan was receiving a $100,000 loan from this cat, Dr. Ali A. Al-Attar, who has ties to Hezbollah, they've met. They've hung out. They drunk tea, drank a few beers. You don't give $100,000 to somebody you don't know. Because if you do, there might my PayPal might be a little bit off, but you can still donate there. I'll take $100,000. You never met me, but I'll take $100,000. Hey, I don't see it happening, y'all. Ain't nobody gonna give my candy ass $100,000. But this guy from Hezbollah gave this Imran Awan's brother, Abid Awan, $100,000. They were friends. They met. They hung out. But also in 2012, there's a little thing that Russia wanted to do because their little Silicon Valley ordeal. It's called Kosovo. All this is wrapping together, y'all. The timeline is there. Hillary's State Department approved meetings between Bill and Russia's oligarch. Hillary was lining up investors for this project of Kosovo. Okay. Russia's oligarch Viktor Victorsberg, same Vickelsberg that Pinchuk is hanging out with, given a pipeline to Iran against our sanctions, donated $50,000 to $100,000 to the Clinton Foundation. Vickelsberg, other firm, donated $25,000 to the Clinton Foundation as well. So together, it's $50,000 to $125,000 to the Clinton Foundation. Renaissance Capital, a Russian investment bank, has ties to Clinton's Uranium One action, where they sold 20% of our uranium that we got from Canada to Russia. And Russia gave it to Iran to make nuclear weapons. Yes, all of that took place on the same time frame. Notice how everything's coming together? Oh, this is only going to get better, ladies and gentlemen. Renaissance Capital Bank, the Russian investment bank, paid $500,000 to Bill Clinton for his speech in 2010. You're going to pay $500,000 to a speech in 2010? 2010. That's the same time Emir Awan's wife gets a job with the Capitol Democrats, and Cars International files bankruptcy around the same time this was happening. Bill Clinton, big donors for their Kosovo investment, Boeing, Cisco, and 17-20 other companies, as well as Intel. What does that have to do with anything? What are you trying to get at, Johnny? Obama supported Russia's World Trade Organization, making this run a lot smoother. So Obama was all in. Clinton was all in also on Kosovo. But per a military report, Kosovo was actually a military operation from Russia it was a espionage operation, trying to get our military intel. Per the military documents. Arguably a massive industrial espionage operation. Russia wants our military secrets, including our hypersonic missiles. DNC and Hillary Clinton willing to hand them over. Dmitry, the one-time business partner with Viktor Vickelsberg, also a Clinton Foundation donor, was appointed president over Kosovo Foundation in 2010. Didn't last long. Pinchuk was also a business dealings with Vickelsberg at one time. So all these people know each other. So, around this time frame, we have Russia through Hillary Rodham Clinton, Barack Obama, and the Obama administration, who is right now, today, 2021, August 18th, 2021, 90% of the same group of cats are back in the White House, back in charge. But back in 2010, 11, and 2012 was all in on making sure Russia was able to come in and steal our military secrets through an espionage operation called Skozovo. A little side note. Donald Trump screwed up and appointed the former CEO of Intel, who's now on the Skozovo project, that's still there, by the way. They're still trying to get our military secrets. Imagine that. He appointed this cat's wife to be in charge of our National Air Guard. I think it was in 2017, 2018, somewhere around there. He screwed up. Either he didn't know or nobody told him. But yeah, it's not good. Let's get back to this little thing here. In March 2012, Dr. Ali A. Al-Attah is charged with separate tax fraud charges after the IRS and FBI finds that he used multiple bank accounts to hide income. He flees back to Iraq to avoid prison. You know, because he's a political leader of Iraq and part of an Iranian terrorist organization called Hezbollah. In 2013, Hazib Rana, a high school friend of Imran Awan, is hired as an IT worker for the House. There's a lot of people in this dude's clan that's working for House Democrats. Isn't that weird? Isn't that strange how this guy's bringing all his family and friends into this little shindig of his, making $150,000 a pop? Not one of them is vetted. Not one. No certifications. Not one. No history. Not a bit. 2014, the youngest Awan sibling, Jamal Awan, joins the payroll at the age of 20. You're not making $100,000 a year in IT at the Capitol at 20 years old. No certifications, no histories, no background, no vetting. You ready for this? This cat was making a salary of $160,000 at 20 years of age. Do you smell bullshit? Yeah. Right here. In 2014, not too long after Mr. Jamal Awan joins the little clan here, Hasib Rana, he quits. Bye-bye. He quits. 2014. I want you to start remembering these names now. It's going to hit you. It's going to hit you like a brick, y'all. Twitch, D-Live, y'all want to write names down? That's fine, because it's about to slap you in the head. It's coming up. 2014, Seth Rich. Remember him? He begins working for the Democratic National Committee, DNC, as the Voter Expansion Data Director. One of his tasks at the DNC is the development of a computer application to help voters locate polling stations. That was his job. Democrats. Duff, whatever his name is, no longer employs, the senator or the House representatives from California, Theodore Duff, no longer employs Imran Awan and Natalia Sova. He only has Roa Abbas employed. He fires everybody but this one cat. He still has his own people, mind you. Okay? He still has his own cats. But he fires Imran Awan and Natalia. Damn believable. Oh, it gets better. Look at this. 2016. Y'all remember Tammy Duckworth, right? Y'all know who she is. That Democrat has been hack. Nasty ass woman. Representative Tammy Duckworth. 2016. Now we're going to get juicy, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to get really bad. 2016 was a joke. It was horrific. 2016, Representative Tammy Duckworth, Democrat, Illinois, employs Abirawan for IT work. Wait. Abirawan, who took a $100,000 loan from a doctor who's wanted for fraud, medical fraud at that, who has ties to Hezbollah, is now working for Tammy Duckworth? Wow. February 2016. Wendy Anderson replies, I'm sorry, Debbie, let me say this again. Wendy Anderson replaces Shelley Davis as Chief of Staff for Representative Yvette Clarke, Democrat, New York. Chief of Staff for Representative Yvette Clarke, Democrat, New York, signs a form removing $120,000 worth of missing IT equipment from a house-wide tracking system after one of the Awan brothers alerts the house the equipment has been gone. $120,000 is 1/10 of the annual IT budget. It's not clear whether the chief of staff at the time was Anderson or Davis. We have no idea who the chief of staff was, but $120,000 of computer equipment is gone like a fart in the wind. If you were in IT, or if you were working in a business or doing your gig, and you lost $120,000 of info, or should I say $120,000 worth of equipment, IT equipment, would you still have a job? Just asking. Just asking. Hey, we're missing $120,000 of work. We got equipment gone. We don't know where it went. But Imran Awan, you're in charge of IT? Yes, I do. Where did it go? The fuck if I know. If I knew where it was, I'd tell you. I don't know where it's at. You tell me where it's at. But you're in charge of IT. This is your equipment. I don't care. I don't know where it went. It's gone. That is instant firing under normal circumstances, right? Dan Bongino started to pick up what I'm putting down. May 4th, 2016. Garrett Balinsky, Deputy Director of the DNC, writes in an email, quote, you're not gonna believe this, y'all. Once again, no, Johnny, that's not possible. No, Johnny, you're lying now. No. I wish I was. This is in the document of the FBI file found on the website. Important documents go to the cloud. Under the IT scandal, it's all there. It's like 17 gigs of data on this alone, including the FBI report. All of this is in the FBI report. These dumbass freaking people are still in Congress today. Okay? Quote, Amy, I will call you shortly. I have to get this iPad thing figured out. Need to make sure I have her username and password. DNC assistant to the chair, Amy Carroll, responded. DNC assistant to the chair, Debbie Wasserman Schultz's assistant, Amy Kroll, Kroll, responded, quote, I don't have access to her iPad. Password. One more time. I do not have access to her iPad password. Imran does. On my website under important documents, you will see 3 links. John Podesta's emails, Hillary Clinton's emails, DNC emails. It's in there. This is in the DNC emails. It's in there. I'm reading you from the document. Okay? I do not have access to her iPad password, but Imran does. The unvetted IT guy that just lost $120,000 worth of equipment, whose brother took a $100,000 loan from a doctor associated with Hezbollah. I feel like that ShamWow guy. Wait, there's more. Yeah, there's a lot more. Oh my, y'all, are you shitting yet? Can we hand some toilet paper? Because you're gonna shit or cry. Either way, you're gonna need it. Trust me when I tell you. It's just May 12th, 2016. An email to Garrett Bunsky say it again. An email to Garrett Badowski and Debbie Wasserman Schultz's staffer, Rosalind Kumar, wrote, quote, Pelosi is doing a closed-door meeting. No staff or anyone allowed. Caitlin, come to Rayborn Room and get her iPad for Imran. Pelosi knew. That old skank bitch hag, that the bride of freaking the Crypt Keeper knew. The plastic bitch knew. She knew. July 10th, 2016. Seth Rich is murdered. Rich's mother told NBC's, Washington affiliate WRC TV, there had been a struggle. His hands were bruised. His knees are bruised. His face is bruised. And yet, he had 2 shots to his back. And yet, they never took anything. They didn't finish robbing him. They just took his life. Unquote. 16 days later, July 26, 2016, WikiLeaks drops 44,000 emails and 17,000 attachments from the top of the United States Democrat National Committee. That's the link that I have on my website. Y'all remember that link? FBI director comes out and says, Hillary Clinton really fucked up. We're not going to charge her with anything because, it's Hillary and we love her. Because Hillary can do no wrong. Even though she sucked the life out of Bill Clinton. You can look at his ass and tell he's lifeless right now. That's what happens when you're married to a Hillary Clinton. But we're not going to charge her with anything because she's an idiot. She's running for president, too. You got to vote for her. Yes. We're going to make sure she's clean. My name is James Comey, and I'm a fucking idiot. Yeah, y'all remember that? James Comey came out there to acknowledge all that noise around the same time frame, which is really sad. I'm going to look something real quick here. I got to find this document real fast. Now, give me 1 second. 1 second here. Once I find it, you'll understand where I'm coming from. I mean, again, you're not going to believe this, man. It only gets worse. But I'm looking for Debbie Wasserman Schultz's brother. And I got the article to back this claim. And that's what I'm looking for, right? Right here's one of them. Right here. As soon as it loads. Come on, computer. Debbie Wasserman Schultz's brother was the IT director, not the IT director, excuse me. He was the attorneys general of Washington, D.C. during the Seth Rich murder trial and during the investigation, I should say. Okay? Look. Debbie Wishman Schultz shuts down Seth Rich's murder case, May 31st, 2017. Former head of the DNC, Debbie Wishman Schultz, has used her influence to shut down the investigation into murdered DNC, close that, whistleblower Seth Rich. Right here. Wishman Schultz's brother, Stephen Wishman, is the assistant U.S. attorney at the attorney's office for the District of Columbia. Questions are arising. Rather, Stephen had played a part in burying the Seth Rich case in D.C. No one has yet to be charged in spite of the many unanswered questions related to the murder case. Because Rich reportedly provided emails to WikiLeaks, there are many who believe Rich was murdered as a result. Schultz, brother. Come back to me. This is around the same time Pizzagate was going on. John Podesta, the pedophile, who was selling children out of a pizza place in D.C. It's on his emails. Alleged, so Twitter don't get mad at me. Alleged, so Twitch don't get mad at me. I got the documents. Alleged. I got the documents. Debbie Wishman Schultz resigned as DNC chief after the DNC's IT system is compromised, July 2016. How is it compromised, you ask? Oh, let me throw this one here at you. I'm looking real quick for another document. Okay? You're not going to believe this. Again, you cannot make this up. Okay? There's one specific document I'm looking for. Where is it? It is a national file document. Right here. Thank you. This came out, Daily Caller, April 18th, 2018. Pakistani mystery man. Awan's father transferred data to Pakistani government ex-partner claims. Imran Awan was hacking into the DNC server. He was hardly ever there. But when he was there, he was hacking into the server 20, 30 times a day. He had Debbie Wishman Schultz's emails. He had Debbie Wishman Schultz's username and password. He could log in and gain access to anything he freaking wanted to. IT people has to be vetted and had to be secure. You're dealing with high security information. You don't walk into an IT position unvetted. This mother trucker did. He took intel from the DNC server, put it on a flash drive, gave it to Daddy, and made Daddy hand it over to Pakistani officials. When Daddy decided not to do it anymore, Daddy died of very, very mysterious causes. I got the documents where the mother, Imran's mother, went to the FBI. My son killed my husband. I got the documents. Look at it right here. Wishman Schultz's IT guy threatened kidnaps for cash, court documents say. He's threatening kidnappings. You pay me money, I'm taking your family. A former congressional informational technology aide allegedly threatened to have his stepmother's Pakistani relatives kidnapped if she talked to U.S. law enforcement authorities, according to court documents obtained by the Daily Caller News Foundation. Imran Awan threatened that he is very powerful, and if I ever call the police again, he will kidnap my family members back in Pakistan. Awan's stepmother, can't pronounce the name, claimed in the documents filed April 14th in Fairfax County, Virginia. Awan did admit to me that my phone is tapped and there are devices installed in my house, including one Gilani claimed in the court filings to have seen behind the printer. She also claimed Awan represents himself in Pakistan as a powerful person in Congress and is given police escorts when he spends time in the country. Come back to me. He was taking intel and giving it to Pakistan. He was working for Democrats, 17 to 30 of them. All Democrats. Many of them are still in Congress today. Many of them. In September 2016, Yvette Clarke's Democrat New York office learns of the financial review that will be conducted regarding IT systems. Abid Awan's employment ends with Miss Yvette Clarke. November 2016. Tammy Duckworth is elected to the Senate. She's a member of the House committees dealing with the armed services oversights in Benghazi. Same time. Hina Alvai's $470,000 home is sold to Imran Awan's 22-year-old brother Jamal Awan for $620,000, which is $43,000 more than the asserted value. Difference of $150,000 from the original purchase price. Starting to smell a scam. These people are dirty. These cats are dirty. Hands down. Every damn one of them. Give me 1 second here, y'all. Give me 1 second here. Everyone involved in the Imran Awan debacle, every damned one of them involved, knew this guy's unvetted. They knew he did not have any certifications. They knew he was not qualified for this job. They didn't care. So Imran Awan, recap, hired by Democrats in the House, hacked into the DNC server, snatched intel, sent it over to Pakistani officials, killed his dad when his dad didn't want to do it no more, and his mom was scared to death that Imran's going to kidnap her family in Pakistan because he's running around Pakistan banging his chest going, I'm important. I work in Congress. November 13th, 2016, grand jury is, give me a second here. Grand jury is summoned for Imran Awan. Charges include conspiracy, bank fraud, false statements on loan and credit application, unlawful monetary transactions, and aiding and abetting in causing an act to be done. Let me see something. 1 second. There's one that's the piece that's missing here. That I'm trying to find. It will literally make your ass. It'll light you up. You will die laughing. I swear as I'm sitting here. Where is it at? This is all court documents. This is before that. I know my documents here. Where is it at? 'Cause I know it happened. Okay, let's just continue. Let's continue. Mr. Ghanani, remember him? The dad of Imran Awan? January 5th, 2017. He is currently hospitalized at this time. After her stepchildren were denied her access to her husband of 8 years, Mohammed Shah, which is the father of the Awan family, was in the hospital at that time. In January 16th, 2017, Awan's father, Mohammed Shah, dies. Unknown reasons. He wanted to distance himself from his sons. Some point after the date, Imran Awan filmed a bizarre video of his father signing a financial document that he currently anticipated would become subject in a fraud allegation. Sometime after January 16, 2017, Imran Awan and his wife, Hina Alavi, moved out of their 3,200 foot square home in Lorton. They moved into Awan's father's home now that is vacant, kicking his stepmother out. Telling his stepmom, "You can't be here no more. We don't care." Right here, January 18th. Once again, you're going to look at me and say, "Johnny, you're full of shit." There's no way. There's no way. That didn't happen, Johnny. No, that didn't happen. Yes, it did. I got the documents. January 18th, 2017 at 12:09 p.m. FBI report. You can't make this shit up, man. This is bad. Imran Awan is already fraud, money laundering, stealing information from a server, giving it to our enemies in Pakistan. His brother's taking money from Hezbollah. And this jack-off quote from the FBI document, while impersonating his wife, I'm going to say that again. While impersonating his wife, Imran Awan calls for the Longworth House office building in the District of Columbia to request an international wire in the amount of $283,000 to two individuals in Pakistan. Debbie Wasserman Schultz's office is in the Longworth office building. When asked about the wire transfer, Awan claims it was for funeral arrangements. The wire transfer specialist questioned whether funeral arrangements was a sufficient reason for such a large transfer. Awan then changes his reason to purchasing property. Let's see if we can wrap our mind around this. So Imran Awan calls up this bank, the Bank of the Congress.
Yes, I would like to take a loan of $280,000.
For what? What would you like the loan for?
Oh, my name is Mrs. Iran, and I need to pay for a funeral in Pakistan.
You have to pay for a funeral in Pakistan?
That's right.
The fuck you burying this guy in gold?
That's it for a funeral arrangements?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I meant to say purchasing property. I need $300,000, please.
Wait, you just said you need 280.
No, it's 300,000. Please. Property. Pakistan. Please. Transfer. We need wire.
Oh, hell no. Click. The Bank of Congress was pressured into approving that loan for $300,000. It was all fun and games, joking around, having a good time, making fun of the situation. But in reality, they approved that loan because they were pressured by Debbie Wasserman Schultz. The same Debbie Wasserman Schultz that's still in Congress today, August 18th, 2021. Bitch is still there. Still there. February 2nd, 2017, U.S. Capitol Police named Imran Awan and his relatives as subjects of a criminal probe after media reports that the Pakistani stepmother alleged in Fairfax County Court that he had used high-tech devices to wiretap and extort her. Now they got this son of a bitch on extortion. See here. March 2017, in order to remain in the country under a visa, Debbie Wasserman Schultz changes Imran Awan's title to advisor. He remains on her freaking payroll. Bitch is still in Congress today. Y'all remember Ted Lieu, Lieu, from California? Y'all remember him? Chinese guy? March 10, 2017. Ted Lieu fires Abid Awan. Liu was informed by the Capitol Police the Awan family was under investigation for more than a month prior to this date. Let's distance ourselves from this disaster. April 6, 2017. Imran Awan leaves what appears to be Debbie Wasserman Schultz's laptop in a tiny room that formerly served as a phone booth in the Rayborn House office building, according to a Capitol Police report reviewed by the Daily Caller's News Foundation investigative group. Alongside the laptop were a Pakistani ID card, copies of Awan's driver's license, congressional ID badge, and letters to the United States Attorney. Police also found notes in a comprehension notebook marked attorney-client privilege. Imran Awan was trying to set up Debbie Wasserman Schultz and frame her to take her down with him. Bitch sat in Congress with the Capitol Police, threatened Capitol Police officers. Give me back my equipment. Your equipment is being used in investigation. Am I under investigation? No. Then give me back my equipment. We can't. It's being an investigation. Well, if said equipment is not being investigated under the said person that has the equipment title name, then you need to give said equipment back to the person. You're not getting the equipment back. You don't give me back my equipment, there will be problems. I'm sorry, what? There will be consequences. Debbie Wasserman Schultz told the Capitol Police, give me back my equipment or there'll be consequences. Bitch is still in Congress today. And again, Nancy Pelosi, May 25th, 2017, won't answer a damn question about nothing compared to Debbie Wasserman Schultz's staff. She ain't said shit to this day. She knew. She knew. I'm looking here. July 24th, 2017. A flight is purchased for Imran Awan to fly to Qatar and then Pakistan from Dallas Airport. He was arrested at the airport and he attempted to take the flight, which his lawyer said he had purchased weeks prior. It only took this for Debbie Wasserman Schultz to fire this son of a bitch. During his employment, dude made $2 million, and some 25,000 people who have worked in the worked in the House since 2010, only 100 have taken home more than Imran. By the end of their employment, the Imran Awan family made $5 million overall working for Democrats in the House of Representatives. July 26, 2017. You ready for this? Imran Awan retains Chris Godwin for counsel. Godwin began his legal life as a public defender, but left that job for the Bill Clinton White House. At the time, he also worked for then Senator Hillary Clinton. Years later, he jumped on board Hillary Clinton's 2008 presidential campaign, directing advanced operations here. According to his biography from his law firm, Guan Rhodes, whatever his damn name is, Guan states he had counseled with former Democratic presidential candidates John Kerry and John Edwards. Other biography from American University says Godwin, worked with several controversial Clinton projects, including the Clinton Global Initiative, the Clinton Foundation, and the Clinton Health Access Initiative. Remember the $120,000 of IT equipment that was lost? They found pieces of that shit in his house of broken equipment, broken computers. He helped destroy the evidence for Hillary Clinton. The son of a bitch got off, time served, 30 days. You're not making this up. You're not making this up. 30 days behind bars. Time served. No problem. Have a good day. Chin chan toy. Bye-bye. He's no longer in the country. Debbie Wasserman Schultz is sitting in Congress. Democrats who are involved in this noise are still in Congress. But let's go back. The server that Imran Awan hacked into and stole intel from, gone. Vanished. Disappeared. They said it was hacked into by Russians, right? Because Russian collusion. Remember Russian collusion? Russians stole the 2016 election from Hillary Clinton. Yeah, I remember that. Where'd the server go? Where's the server? I want to ask Dan Bongino this question. I want to ask Congress this question. Dan Bongino wrote 3 books. Everything I'm telling you when it comes to Ukraine that you see on my website, he wrote books on. I want to ask Donald Trump this question. I want answers. The question is very simple. Page 3, paragraph 1. The phone call. They say CrowdStrike. I guess you have one of your wealthy people, the server. They say Ukraine has it. You know, the whistleblower that you cannot mention the name of, who rhymes with caramel with an at the end. Can't mention the name. Who used to work with the Chalupa sisters, tied up with Ukraine. Dmitry is a co-owner of CrowdStrike, along with a CIA agent, former CIA agent, or is a Secret Service, one of the two. Dimitri's tight with Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton is tight with Debbie Wasserman Schultz. 6 degrees of separation. You do me a favor, I'll do you one too. So here's my question. Is it the same server? I believe it is. I am convinced it's the same server that Imran Awan hacked into all those times. Gave intel, our intel, to Pakistani officials. Our intel went there. It has to be the same server, because they never gave us the server that they claimed was hacked by Russia. All we heard was Russia collusion, Russia. All we've heard was Russia. Never happened. It was all a lie. Well, where's the server? Prove to us that Russia hacked into this server and stole the election from Hillary Clinton. We can't. Why? The server's gone. Why the hell is the server gone? Where the freaking hell did it go? We don't know. But it's not here. Then where the hell did it go? Where's the server? We have no idea what the server is. And you expect me to believe this bullshit that Hillary Clinton lost the election to Russian collusion? The Democrats never produced a server. Why? Because it's the same damn server Imran Awan was tacked into giving our intel to Pakistan. Same server they gave to Dmitry over at CrowdStrike, who's tight with Ihor Kolomoisky, who had the freaking server. Guess where that server is now, ladies and gentlemen? It's in the bottom of the fucking Atlantic. It's the same server. Trump was impeached because he was exposing everything. Nope, they couldn't have it. Let's impeach his ass. They impeached him again over an insurrection that they claim happened January 6th, that they helped set up. And I got the video to prove that too. But that's for another day. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for all the freezing, and I apologize for all the issues we've been having today. But this is important, and if you can, please share it with your friends and family. Get this out. I want it known. Again, I apologize for the freezing. I'm going to try to work on this, find out what's going on. I did make some changes. I did some lower it down some. I guess I should have restarted my program, but I apologize. It'll be all right. On this note, we're going to come back on Monday, this coming Monday, for another podcast. And we're going to talk about some of the news of the week and really get into what's happening over in Afghanistan and among other things. But I wanted to share with you this episode. I wanted to share this with you because it's important that you see this. So you understand what we got going on here. These are all the same people. They're all in bed together. They all know each other. They've met. We've been helping terrorists since 2011, 2012. With our tax-paying dollars. And this weekend, Joe Biden gave the Taliban billions of dollars worth of equipment to become an actual legit army. Wrap your mind around this. The people that lied to you about Russia collusion, the people that lied to you about Kosovo and never told you about this server are the same people telling you we got to watch ourselves when it comes to coronavirus and put a mask on our face. If you don't do as you're told in New York City, you better have ID and you better have a vaccination card if you want to eat, go out and hang out, bowl, go to the gym, walk outside your door. But hey, I thought showing ID was racist. Apparently not. If you haven't heard by now, Bill de Blasio decided he wanted to make sure these voter IDs are a thing to leave your house. If you got to show your vaccination card and your identification. But you can't do it to vote, but you got to do it to leave your house. These people are snakes. These people are freaking snakes. Friends, on that note, I'm going to leave it on this. I apologize for all the, apologize for all the redness and it wasn't working right in the freezing. I'm still a work in progress. I'm trying to fix my internet thing. There's some minor tweaks I got to do still, and I get it. I dig it. But I need you to pray for our country. Pray for those individuals who are stuck in Afghanistan. The Christians that are stuck there. And I'm going to say it again. If you can, go to the website, patriots4libertymedia.com. Go down to the bottom page. And if you can donate, help out Glenn Beck. Help him get those Christians relocated and out of Afghanistan. Together we can do this. While you're at it, if you want to help me out, feel free to donate to my messed up Patriots for Liberty. I can't believe they didn't put the T in that. Freaking PayPal. What are you going to do? I'll fix it. Okay. Appreciate you guys so much. I really do. Friends, until Monday, I'll see y'all soon. Until then, may God bless America and have a very blessed evening.